Measurement is one of the most useful mathematics content strands, as it is an important component in everything from job skills to life skills. From miles per gallon to recipes for a meal, people are surrounded with measurement concepts. In third grade, students solve a variety of problems involving non-geometric measures of time, weight, and capacity. In second grade, students begin telling time to the hour and the half hour. Now in third grade, students begin telling time to the minute and work with elapsed time situations. Solving elapsed time problems often leads to student error and confusion. Since elapsed time problems do not translate to addition or subtraction algorithms, students will use number lines and T-charts to model such problems. With volume and capacity, these are terms often used interchangeably, but they are different. Volume is defined as the space an object takes up and is measured in cubic units. Capacity measures the amount an object can hold and can be measured in any unit. For example, a conference room may have a volume of 108 cubic meters, but hold a capacity of 20 people. Prior to third grade, students' measurement experience is limited to one-dimensional linear measurement, and volume adds the complexity of a third dimension. Your child will be involved in a variety of hands-on experiences vital to their understanding of volume and develop their ability to apply volume concepts in the real world. Third grade is your child's first introduction to measuring weight. Your child will experience hands-on activities such as holding items of various weights to become familiar with the attribute and understand that weight cannot be determined visually. Same-size objects can have drastically different weights. Students will measure weight using spring scales to see the heavier the object, the more downward pull on the scale. Students are informally introduced to the idea that weight measurement units can be made up of units, such as the unit kilogram consists of 1,000 grams. In this unit, students will solve problems with geometric measurements as well, those of length, area, and perimeter. In third grade, students experience length by direct and indirect comparisons. If a paintbrush and pencil are directly next to each other, a direct comparison can be made that the pencil is shorter than the brush. An indirect comparison would be taking the pencil and placing it next to a pen. A direct comparison can be made by saying that the pen is shorter than the pencil. An indirect comparison can be made by inferring that the pen must be shorter than the brush. Length is a quantity of a number multiplied by the unit being used to measure. For example, 12 inches is 12 times 1 inch. Area is defined as the surface area amount within a two-dimensional figure. Your child will have many opportunities to continually work with area through tiling and multiplying the two side lengths. This figure represents 1 times 6. This figure represents 2 times 3. Perimeter is defined as the boundary of a two-dimensional shape. Your child first learns to identify perimeter by counting lengths around a shape. After, they work with just numbers labeling the lengths of the sides. Your child is encouraged to find more efficient ways of finding perimeters, such as doubling opposite sides when working with rectangles. Rather than thinking of this figure as 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, they can think of it as 2 doubled plus 3 doubled. Data is the other key piece of the unit on measurement. Your child will work with categorical data and measurement data. Categorical data is information displayed using bar graphs and pictographs. In third grade, students work with picture graphs where each picture represents one or more than one object. They also work with bar graphs with increments greater than 1. Where categorical data comes from sorting objects into categories, measurement data comes from taking measurements. Students begin to understand measurement as assigning a number to a specific attribute, whether it is length, weight, volume, time, or number of occurrences. This is the first year students will use fractions of an inch with linear measurements. For example, reading measurement to the half and quarter inch. We are constantly bombarded with data through advertising, trends, and opinion polls. Statistical literacy is critical for your child to understand the world around them, as well as having the ability to question the barrage of information presented in the media.